institutions every year. I do know and appreciate so many of you are under tremendous pressure. The desperate phone calls and text messages that come in from near and far, distant friends and family appealing for help. But we Kenyans live with an open heart, and so we respond with kind words, with prayers, and with stretched wallets and purses. We get angry as we struggle and then read in the newspapers stories about the next general election days after the previous one, or corruption and abuse of office, knowing that money stolen comes from our taxes. We can at times feel like despairing when the good news of our country's progress comes a distant third to bad news and never-ending politicking and name-calling. Fellow Kenyans, we are on a consistent march forward, and Kenya is transforming into a nation that our forefathers prayed and fought for. Periods of great change are not easy. They are like a birth. There is pain and struggle that gets stronger just before a new child is born, with all the human possibilities available to it. And we are in one such moment. I remain confident that working hard for what we know to be right, and with all our leaders across the political spectrum and across society pushing in the same direction, we shall get there. We must get there, and plenty will indeed be found within our borders. Fellow Kenyans, belief in a better tomorrow and hope in the face of adversity can be hard to maintain, especially when we have evolved a form of public conversation that focuses almost exclusively on that which is negative. Even as many great and visible developments happen amongst us, we mostly hear of and discuss about what is going wrong. I do not believe that we should ever sweep bad news or inconvenient truths under the carpet, or for that matter, ignore wrongdoing. But I want to urge every Kenyan, and particularly those in the media and in leadership positions, to also shine a light on what is good, even as they identify what is holding us back. To take time to cultivate a sense of national pride by giving equal prominence to the myriad of positive and uplifting stories that showcase how great a people we are. We need to lift up each other's hopes so that we can have the strength as individuals and as a nation to successfully navigate this process of transformation. Fellow Kenyans, we must continue to work hard to produce value and be competitive. We are, after all, in a world where billions of people and almost 200 countries are competing for wealth and opportunity. Creating value through hard work and innovation is the only way we can end up with the many growing enterprises all over the country that will be engines for employment creation and decent incomes that we desire for our children. Fellow Kenyans, we must also continue to do much more as a government for Kenyans by helping them to attain solutions that are not too costly or inaccessible to the majority.